graduated top of his class at Quantico. We need someone inside the Chen organization, his handler explained. David Chen, tech billionaire, clean on the surface, but we have intelligence suggesting he's involved in everything. How long? Marcus asked. However long it takes, could be 5 years, could be 10, could be 20. I'm in, Marcus said. The operation was called Nightfall. Marcus would be inserted as David Chen's new driver. 5 years, they estimated, 10 at most, it took 20. Getting hired was easy. The FBI had built Marcus a perfect background. David Chen hired him after a 15-minute interview. I need someone I can trust, Chen said, looking Marcus directly in the eyes. Someone who understands that what happens in this car stays in this car. Can you do that? Yes, sir, Marcus said, meeting his gaze without flinching. The first year was exactly what Marcus expected. He drove Chen to meetings, to restaurants, to his mistress's apartment. He listened to phone calls, watched as briefcases full of cash changed hands in parking garages. Chen was guilty, no question. Marcus was doing the right thing. But something unexpected started happening around year 3. David Chen started talking to him, not orders, actual conversations. You ever been married, Marcus? No, sir, smart man. You think I'm a bad person? Chen asked. Marcus gripped the steering wheel. It's not my place to judge, sir. I think you're complicated, sir. Chen laughed. Diplomatic, I like that. Over months, then years, Marcus started to see something he hadn't expected. David Chen wasn't just a criminal. He was a human being. A father who cried when his daughter got into Stanford. A son who visited his mother in the nursing home every Sunday without fail. A man who stopped the car once to help a stranger change a flat tire in the rain, getting his $5,000 suit muddy. Why'd you do that? Marcus asked. Because someone helped my dad once when I was a kid and we had a blowout. Marcus reported the incident, documented it, filed it away, but it stayed with him in a way the crimes didn't. By year 10, Marcus knew he was in trouble, not legally. The operation was going perfectly. But emotionally, Marcus was compromised. He liked David Chen, worse, he respected him. Chen asked one night, you ever think about what you'd do if you weren't doing this? I think about it all the time, Chen said. All this money, all this power, and I'm still trying to fill a hole that can't be filled. What hole? The one my father left when he told me I'd never amount to anything. I'm worth $8 billion and I'm still trying to prove him wrong. Pathetic, right? That night, alone in his apartment, Marcus called his handler. I need out. I'm too close, I'm compromised. You need to pull me, we're almost there. Another year, maybe 2. I don't care, I can't do this anymore. 1 more year, Marcus, give me 1 more year. 1 year became 2, 2 became 5, 5 became 10 more. Because every time Marcus got close to pulling the trigger, something would happen that made him hesitate. Like the time Chen found out Marcus's sister was sick and quietly paid her medical bills, $200,000. Why didn't you say anything? Because if I told you, you'd feel obligated. I didn't do it for gratitude. I did it because you've been loyal to me for 15 years and loyalty matters. How do you betray someone who says things like that? But Chen was still guilty, still laundering money, still breaking the law. Marcus documented with the dedication of a man trying to convince himself he was still doing the right thing. We need to move, his handler said at year 18. It's now or never. Give me 2 more years, Marcus said. That was a lie. Marcus just couldn't pull the trigger. Because somewhere over 20 years, David Chen had stopped being a target and become something Marcus never expected, a friend. Year 20, 6 months before the raid, Chen's daughter got engaged. Chen was ecstatic. I want you at the wedding, not as my driver, as my guest, front row. You've been with me longer than most of my family. The wedding was beautiful. Marcus sat in the 3rd row and watched Chen walk his daughter down the aisle, tears streaming down the billionaire's face. At the reception, Chen pulled Marcus aside, slightly drunk on champagne and emotion. I know I'm not a good man, I know I've done things I'm not proud of, but you've never judged me. I want you to know that if anything ever happens to me, I've made arrangements, you'll be taken care of, you and your sister. Because you're not my employee, Marcus, you're my friend, and I don't have many of those. Marcus felt his heart break. That night, Marcus went home and told his handler, I'm done, pull me out or I walk. We're moving in 3 months, the case is solid, if you walk now, 20 years of your life meant nothing. 3 months became 6, Marcus was trapped, knowing every day he delayed, he was betraying either his oath or his friend. The night before the raid, Chen called Marcus at 11 p.m. I need you to drive me somewhere, now. Marcus arrived 20 minutes later. Chen was waiting outside, agitated, carrying a briefcase. Where are we going? The warehouse, East Side, don't ask questions. They drove in silence. Chen was tense, scared, even. When they arrived, Chen got out. Wait here, sir, if you're in danger, I'm fine, just wait. Marcus sat in the car, hand on his phone, ready to call for backup if needed. 20 minutes later, Chen emerged. He looked shaken. He got in the car without a word. Home, he said quietly. They drove in silence for 10 minutes. Then Chen spoke. Marcus, if I asked you to do something illegal, would you? Marcus's blood ran cold. What are you asking, sir? Hypothetically, if I asked you to help me hide something that could destroy me, would you help me? Marcus gripped the wheel. I'd need to know what it was. Chen was quiet for a long time, then, never mind, forget I asked. You're a good man, Marcus, better than me. When they arrived at the mansion, Chen turned back. Thank you for everything, these 20 years, you've been the one constant. Whatever happens, I want you to know that, but Chen's eyes said something different. They said goodbye. Marcus drove away with a sick feeling. He called his handler. Something's wrong, Chen's acting strange. We know, that's why we moved up the timeline. We're raiding tomorrow, 5 a.m. Be at the extraction point at 4 a.m. We'll get you out before the raid starts. Marcus hung up, sat in his car, stared at the mansion in his rearview mirror. At 3 a.m., his phone buzzed, a text from Chen. Thank you for being my friend. Marcus stared at the message, then made a decision that would destroy his career, his reputation, and possibly his life. He got dressed, drove back to the mansion, and waited. He had two choices: let them take Chen in his sleep, or give him one final act of mercy. He knocked. Mr. Chen, wake up, the FBI is here. The door opened. Chen stood there confused. What, the FBI? They're here to arrest you. 20 seconds. Chen looked at Marcus, and saw it in his eyes, the truth. It was you, Chen whispered, all these years, it was you. The front door exploded inward. FBI. Nobody move. Chen could have cursed him. Instead, he smiled, sad, broken, but genuine. I know, Chen said quietly, I've known for 3 years, I figured it out, but you were my friend, even if it was a lie. So thank you, for giving me this moment, for not letting them take me in my sleep, and Marcus, whatever they do to me, don't blame yourself, I earned this.